In this video, I'm going to show you how to plumb a tent. Let's get going.
So first of all, let's talk about camping versus glamping. No, I did not plumb a tent, but whenever I found them online, I was getting ready to go away for a mastermind. So I sent the link to the other guys that were going, and everybody thought, you know what, Roger, this is really cool. So we ended up going up to Under the Canvas at ACADIA National Park in Bar Harbor. I had to fly to Boston, spend the night in Boston, get up the next morning, get on a little bitty Cessna, and fly 120 miles from Boston to Bar Harbor. Now, the bad part of it is, when I got to Bar Harbor, I realized there's no rental cars, there's no Uber. It's like, hello, Uber, nobody there.
Can you hear me now?
What I ended up doing is doing research and found out there were taxis there. Now, really, there's 2 taxi companies. There may be 3 or 4, but only 2 that they'll tell you about. One has 1 car, the other has 2 cars. So I ended up getting in touch with Paula. Paula came and got me 2 hours after I landed because she was running. I was trying to figure out what to do with no Uber. I mean, have you thought about that? There's no Uber. What do I do? Well, I finally got there. Now, I was one of the first ones to arrive. I got checked in early, and I gotta tell you, it was really pretty freaking cool. Have you ever been camping before? Because I have. I actually used to go camping when I was younger. We probably did our version of glamping then. My grandparents used to actually have camping furniture. So we didn't just have a tent, we had an awning, we had a floor that they put down, they had a couch, they had chairs. I think they probably had a full dining room set there too. We used to go camping like that when I was a kid, and it was really a pretty cool deal. So when I walk into this tent, now this tent is about 15 feet wide, about 30 feet long, so it's just under 500 square feet. It was really freaking cool. And by the way, you've got a cool front porch where they've already got wood chopped for you sitting there on the porch, ready to go. One of the first things I see is the wood burning firebox. So that's how you get your heat. So there's no HVAC here. There's no air conditioning. There is no built-in central heat unit. You've got a firebox, which is great because the second night it got a little chilly. So I fired it up and it worked wonderfully. But you had a king-size bed. You had an area in the back sectioned off with a toilet, a lavatory, and a shower. That's 3 plumbing devices right there. And then there was a water heater outside. So 4 plumbing fixtures in here to help make your stay more comfortable. Now, I gotta tell you this, when I went camping, when I was a kid, we never had anything like that. Before we get there, let's talk about what are the benefits of having plumbing while you're camping. You're up where you're out in the woods. They literally tell you do not bring any food into your tent because the bears, the critters may come in for it. Now, you can't blame them if they do, they're hungry, but I made sure I didn't have anything in there. Now, if you wanted a shot of Jack Daniels, he may have come knocked on the door. And again, stay till the end, and I'm gonna tell you the trick that I learned that helped me take a longer, hotter shower. So plumbing in the tent, look, when you gotta get up at 3 in the morning, it's nice to have a toilet. When you get up in the morning, it's nice to have a lavatory to brush your teeth. It is nice to have a shower with hot water, especially when it did get cold that first night. Now, the first night, I thought, you know what? I really don't need the firebox going. Although they did have everything there for you to start it. It was really easy, it was really nice, and actually it's pretty fun. But HVAC versus plumbing, I'll take the plumbing any day of the week. It was nice to fire up the little firebox and have heat. Yes, no HVAC. Electrical, there was no electricity there, but they did have 2 battery packs there. The battery packs were to charge your phone, charge the little battery-powered lantern that they have that was rechargeable, and there was even a fan there next to the bed. So yeah, you could say, well, Roger, in a way there was electricity, in a way there was HVAC. There really wasn't. It didn't get down to 70 degrees with an AC system. It did that naturally with the air. It didn't get up to 70 because of a heating system. It did that because I started a fire. But plumbing in the tent compared to electrical or HVAC, I'll take the plumbing any day of the week. You gotta ask, how did they plumb it? Well, it was plumbed very well. They had all the plumbing in the back. They actually had the toilet, the water closet on the left-hand side, a lavatory and shower on the right. Now, I took video up under there, and I gotta tell you, you know me, I'm a leak detector. Well, there was a leak on the shower. That's right, the P-trap was leaking. Now, I've got video of it, and I did mention it to them. I really doubt they're worried about it because Don't know how often they get used, but the showers don't get used that much, and any dripping under there, there's no slab, so they're not really worried about any foundation problems. But when you walk into this tent, it's hardwood floors. That's right, hardwood. They've got floors in there, they've got carpets in there, they've got furniture to where you've got a couple of chairs you can sit in. It was really down to earth looking. This is one of the coolest tents I've ever been in. And when you first get there, it's kind of warm, so you roll your doors open. I know that sounds funny. You roll the canvas back, tie it off, and leave the screen down. That way you don't get flies, skeeters, bugs like that in there. You do this on the window above the bed. You do this on the window in the bathroom. Now, here's one problem about camping out in a tent with plumbing. Man, when you gotta go, the noises you make, there's no exhaust fan. There's no loud radio. Well, yes there was, because I carried my Bose speaker. So what I actually did is turn the music up a little bit, just in case I made any bodily noises that maybe I wouldn't want other people to hear. So how do they properly plumb it? Well, there was a vent for the toilet, there was a vent for the lavatory, and there was a vent for the shower. And there's your vent for your plumbing, and I'm really not sure, well, why they didn't secure it. The tankless water heater even had a vent on it that came out through the tent wall and went up. They had this thing plumbed the right way. The tankless water heater was fantastic. Right there tells you why plumbing is the most essential trade. Think about it. They're not building tents out here with just HVAC in them or just electricity. Plumbing is in there because that is priority number one. And number two, now I want to show you a trick. How do you enjoy an amazing hot shower? Well, they actually had a thing on the wall that had the body gel, the shampoo, and the conditioner. And it was just close enough that when you pulled the chain down, that's right, a chain down, you literally have a pull chain shower. So you had to pull it down to make the water run. Now, let me teach you a trick. If you understand tankless water heaters, when you pull that chain down, you're gonna get cold water for a while. If you stop it for a while, the water heater shuts off. So then when you pull it down, the hot water that's in the line is gonna run, then you're gonna get that cold water sandwich. So what I did, make sure you don't tell anybody, I pulled that chain down, pulled it over, looped it up under the contraption that they had to put the body wash, the shampoo, and conditioner in. Hooked in perfect, and I had a good hot running shower for about 10 minutes. Anyway, it was phenomenal. If you've ever been camping in a tent, if you've ever been glamping in a tent, do me a favor down below and let me know if you have, where did you go? Are you looking for camping? Are you looking for glamping? Check it out because it's really pretty cool. Make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and possibly even become a member to get behind the scenes footage and stuff that other people don't get to see. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, helping you make more money in the trades.